And hello, Orville Nation. We're going to be talking some Picard.
Oh, there you are. Welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy.
There you are. Welcome. Come on in. Don't be shy. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody, guys. I'm not a merry man, says Archmage. A very Worfian thing to say, my friend. Good to see you, Archmage Frey. Good to see everybody in here, guys. Let me just go through see who's in here. Guys, do me a favor. My Twitter my Twitter is not getting fixed right now. So if you guys share it out, I appreciate it. It's much appreciated. I think it would help if you share it out. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna get fixed. I'm not worried about it, but it's not getting fixed yet. I'm here. I'm listening. Hey, Troy, good to see you. I'm here. I'm listening with a scowl and crossed arms. What is it? I would imagine for Troy would say something like, knowing Troy's going to say it's too much Rafi, maybe. Well, there's probably a good reason for that. But hello, Troy. There's probably a reason for all the Rafi, guys. We'll talk about it. Great to see you back in action, sir. Thank you, Captain Spire. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Do like everyone else, make up another dude. Well, no, because I appreciate it, Deej. No, maybe, but I still want my, I spent a lot of time building up the account. I mean, I had, spent a lot of time building up the 6,000 plus, over 3.5 years. So, yeah, maybe I'll make up another one, but I want to get that one back. So I get you, Deej. Had a hotel on Doomcock the other night. Yeah. I felt, I'm good. I'm happy with everywhere I go. I think that those guys, were trying to, everybody has something they need to express. So, Doomcock allows everybody to express themselves. I was not going to start to get into details about the episode. Hello, Netter. Good to see you. And hello to the love of her life. Ruffy sucks, says Deej. Hello, Professor Brady Specs. You're gonna have to explain the sad face to me. I'm waiting patiently for the Orville New Horizons on DVD. Jonathan, I was gonna suggest that maybe you just tag a question to Tom on Twitter. Or tag at the Orville on Twitter. And ask about the DVDs. I'm not sure. That might be the best thing to do. Let me just go up here. Jonathan, Archmage, Mr. Lindell. Guys, Mr. Lindell, in a little bit, in about a little over half an hour, Mr. Lindell is going to be starting a watch party 20 million miles to Earth, part of a Ray Harryhausen tribute. Awesome, that's great. So I want everybody to do the following, if you can. Open another window, and right below this comment is the link to that stream. So open another window and click on this or cut and paste or whatever, however it best works on whatever you're on, and join Mr. Lundell in a little while, or during the stream, after the stream, I don't care. Make sure you at least open that window, give him a like, and give him and stop by. Mr. Dave, good to see you, Dave G Sound. Dave, I've been wanting to talk to you forever, dude. I will get eventually we will have a chat, man. John DeMarco and all his Luminites, good to see you, John. Good to see you, Dan Crane. And Blaze, good to see you, Blaze. I want to thank everybody, guys, by the way, for and Medallion. Strike me down and I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. So Medallion's got the idea. I think I already have I think I might already be calling I think I already might have the name for my for next stream. I'm not gonna say it yet. So good to see everybody. House chores are a drag, but not while I'm listening to the show. Awesome, dude. Yeah, well, hopefully we will keep you company, John. John, I saw, by the way, the arcade area that you set up, looking very cool, very nice, my friend. Very cool. Feel free to put that in if you want to share it with your online friends. I saw it was really cool. He's setting up an arcade area in his house. Looking very nice. So good to see everybody. So yesterday we had Mark Scott Zickery on. It's always a treat to have on somebody like Mark, and Mark is always been a very interesting creator. He is literally just he's been accomplishing what so many people want. He probably has he's probably had the lifetime experience and infrastructure to make it happen. But I think there's a lot of creators who could make it happen. Hopefully he gets the distribution that he wants to help promote Space Command. And like I said, we'll probably do a after Picard. We'll probably do a review, because we have never actually done the review of the first 2 hours of Space Command. So stand by for that. I want Tron. The Tron video game, huh? So there's a lot of different opinions about episode 2 out there. I want to hear all your opinions, and I do want to talk about where I think this is going. When you when you're dealing with a storyteller who knows what he's doing, and Terry does know what he's doing, what I think is happening here. Listen, Terry knows that the story that the Rafi character has had its tumultuous beginnings, right? So I think what is probably happening here is that this all will pay off down the road, in the sense that Rafi is being reestablished even though Terry's working in the framework of this existing universe, I think that Rafi is being reestablished to fit this newer framework that Terry is trying to set up. So, dude, they never work. I don't even know what notifications are. Seriously, I don't even know what they are, dude. I hit the alert bell on almost everything. I don't know. So good to see you, Resolute. Episode 2 was boring, not even worth being considered as filler. Only part interesting was Worf. Ruffy ruins this entire thing. I listen for people who have suffered through seasons 1 and 2. I understand where you are coming from, Deej. Hello, lovely Sherry. Good to see you. Sherry has a new picture in her avatar. Good picture, Sherry. Hey, Bird of Prey. He knows what he's doing. Doesn't make me feel better. Oh, Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey. By the way, Bird of Prey. Let me see. What can I do? All right. Bird of Prey. The Orville is back, baby. And of course, I'm not making any announcement of anything. I'm just projecting. These are my daily affirmations. I'm leaving this up, Bird. I'm leaving this up as a daily affirmation. Well, daily when I stream, that is. And I think that we will be getting more Orville. And I hope to be talking a lot more about that. There's the rumor mill is really looking good for the Orville. I'll just say that the rumor mill is looking good. Of course, there's a process to everything that needs to happen. But I think the process is afoot. Let me just say that. Sherry, baby says, "Gee, hello, pollos zapatos." They did not remove. They did not remove the Shrike. No, but no more Shrikes for this channel. I'm not showing anything. I'm not going to show anything. You know what? Every time, just for that, every time where I talk Picard, I will put up an Orville image. By the way, I swear to God, I would really want to put up images, but I can't. I'm not going to put the channel at risk for something silly, unless like, and even if Terry said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll give you permission to do this or that," I would be concerned about the. Of course, I would trust Terry, but what I think happened is I think something automated picked up the image that I had in the background, even though it's covered. So, isn't the percentage of the screen? I don't know that the fair use percentage of the screen covered by my body. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So, I think something automated picked it up, and then somebody manually probably confirmed. So that's probably the way it's working, I think. But you know what? There's a lot of interesting things happening this channel down the road, hopefully. So we'll deal with all that down the road, and down the road we'll be able to do a little more. The part is I feel particularly wary of doing things with Paramount CBS because they're particularly bad at this kind of stuff. I wish it were different. Really, I do. I think this is the most technically better filmed of the new Star Trek. Interesting. Ranker Steve, Steve might have less to say about the character development or Star Trek in general. I think Steve's not as much a hardcore Star Trek fan. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but he did certainly have a lot to say about the technical aspects of it, and it wasn't bad. It was very positive. So I think I'd like to talk to you, Steve, at some point. See what your thoughts are, guys. Don't forget to check out Manorama on Thursdays. Don't forget, guys. Hey, if you got a wrench, use it. Please use it, guys. If you got a wrench, use it. Let me catch up with this. Put in your channels, Ranker Steve, John DeMarco, Pollo Zapatos, Deej, Bird Prey, everybody. Oh, we got tons of creators in here. You know, it's interesting because when somebody comes on this channel, we have so many creators, and because I do the wrenches the way I do, we have tons of creators in our channel. I mean, all the chats have a lot of creators in them, but we have a lot. And I think that the reach of Orville Nation, because of the way because of the way we do things, the We Grow Together concept, I think we're going to do more and more stuff like that. And I think I think the reach is going to be very interesting when we want to put stuff out. All right, Ruffy's been a terrible character since the first season, and there has been no improvement in her character this season so far, says John DeMarco. Okay, so John says no improvement. Hey, Donnie Pearson, good to see you. Hope everyone is hope everyone is well on this final Saturday of the month. Good to see you, Donnie. I hope it is back. So, I know you do. We just joke around about because Bird Prey used to say that technically it was canceled when it moved from Fox to Hulu. Well, canceled. I don't know if. Well, here it is. The Bird's explanation is right here. It was canceled after season 2. New Horizons was a new show, not a renewal. Okay, that's Bird's point of view. Bird says cancels. I believe him. Deeds, let's talk about a Deeds page soon. Let me know. The PJ Strikes Back. Hey, funny medallion. I got a good one for next week. By the way, next week, guys, I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling, but I'm gonna find the way to talk about Picard season 3, episode 3. Sorry. And what have I shared? What I've shared is what the exterior design of Titan 8 should have looked like. The interior is what I love best about Titan 8. Oh, where'd you share it? Oh, this is what you shared. Oh, so check that out. Thank you. Thank you, Donnie Pearson. How's it going, Donnie? Hey, sorry, Lovely Sherry. We said hi to Lovely Sherry. Jurassic Park is next for cancellation. Howdy, everyone. I hope your weekend is going well. Hey, Pacific, good to see you. We could say it's been a long road getting from there to here. Oh, most certainly has, huh? The annoying Dutch angles and shaky cam still present, though, and that shit bugs me, says Medallion. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't thought too much about the technical aspects. I think it'd be a very interesting discussion to have one day when we see a few more episodes. So all input is appreciated, guys. Hello, Captain Fandom Nerd. By the way, I am gonna keep saying this. We need more Orville channels. We need more Orville channels, guys. We need more Orville channels. There's plenty of channels out there. And if you're an Orville channel, like if you were Captain Fandom, well, I know you want to be of all the fandoms. But anyway, if anybody wants to do an Orville channel, you can certainly talk about anything you want, not just the Orville. So I'm just throwing that out there, guys. It's a good IP. It's a healthy fandom. They're really good. They are really good, guys. I'm serious now. They're really good about not giving you crap over.
This is a good day.
It is a good day.
Over stuff like that. Or over stuff like this.
We're about to enter unexplored space. I know you're all just as excited as I am, so
Let's give this everything we got,
and
may the force be with you.
So, and you know what?
we're about
Sorry. My mistake. You know what, guys? Bird, Bird and Deej, may the 4th season of the Orville be with you guys very soon. May the 4th season of the Orville be with you. Best filmed of New Trek isn't a high bar. They all look awful, says Resolute. Technically better filmed if you like Scene Shrouded in Darkness. I never grew up watching Star Trek, but love the original films, and it was a show film is technically well made, says Raker Steve. And I have to learn how to video edit. John, email me. Email me, John. We'll talk, or when I get back on Twitter, hopefully soon. All that Riffy Raffy. Oh, Riffy. I said Riff Raffy. This should have been a Deej Page review. Kidding, you wouldn't want me picking it apart. Riker Steve's channel, guys. Hey, Dave Bob. I've seen nothing to indicate that this season is any better than what has come before, says Dave Bob. Bird of Prey, short parody featuring Mama Prey. Oh, really? That's interesting. Latest Trek short parody featuring Mama Prey. That sounds interesting. Wow. Is that that's you guys, well, you want to check that out, guys. You want to check that out for sure. Hey, Philip Gaming, actor Philip Gaming, good to see you, my friend. Put in your channels, guys. Professor Bird of Prey. Oh, Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey is totally crazy. That's why we love him. Bird, by the way, I have to talk to you about something. It's related to the fact that you were with me when we interviewed Mark Scott Zigby the first time. So I gotta talk to you about something. Have to head out. See you in a bit. All right, see you in a bit, Steve. The Orville makes a cartoon, I'll cover it, says Resolute. So it will literally become Family Guy in space. Family Guy in space. Never tie your channel to a specific show. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I agree. I actually agree with that, Dave Bob. I agree with that. It does affect me. It does affect me a little bit when I go off topic, but I think as I grow, I think I will be able to, there is some off topic stuff that I've done that does okay. My problems are usually my lack of ability to be persistent or consistent. Excuse me. Blu-rays, DVDs and Blu-rays. As soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Deeds, you should have been monetized a while ago. Anyway. So, all right, guys. So, there is a lot of Rafi in here. There is a lot of Rafi. I do think, why do you, let me throw this out there. Devil's advocate here. Why do you guys think there's so much Rafi in this episode? So I've expressed myself, and I'll say it again. Why do you guys think? I want the yes, Kapla of Bird of Prey. Troy's channel, make sure you're sub. Why do you guys think there's so much Rafi in here? Why do you guys think there's so much Rafi in here? I got you, Deej. Bird. Yeah. Hey, April. Good to see you. Why do you guys think there's so much Rafi in here? Listen, he's got so while you guys answer, I'm gonna keep talking about my opinions on here. Rafi has to be included in this season for whatever reason, right? So Rafi has to be included in this season, and for whatever reason, he's got to be included in this season. And I kind of wish they would have included Rios, because I liked Rios a lot better, especially in season 1. But so we got and I have this whole thing with the addiction. Terry's inherited it, and you can do addiction. I just think it's I've already talked about my my 25th century addiction ideas. 25th century addiction. I have Discord, and I will be putting up. Thank you, Professor. I will be putting up a Discord server channel. Absolutely, I will be doing that. Yep. You read my mind, Professor. Thank you, Professor Brainy Specs. Guys, this is Netter's Network, a massively under-subbed channel. Make sure you are subbed to Netter's Network, of course. Captain Fandom Nerd. Contract obligations. Yep. Contract obligations is very good reason. Spin-off from Picard. I think there's very well could be a spin-off from Picard. I think that's the intention. I think we're going to see that when the season wraps up. You'll probably see that there's going to be an intention to continue. I think that Jonathan, I saw a few, not recently, but a couple months ago, I've seen some comments from Jonathan Frakes that seems to be that like him and the rest of the crew are ready. Maybe not Patrick Stewart, but because one member of the cast is missing, and of course he could show up every once in a while. It doesn't mean that. It does not mean that. Listen, TNG with the rest of the crew minus Picard, there's no issues with that. It's okay. Patrick Stewart is he's up there. So even if they killed him off, and this whole synth body thing, the fact that he's a robot, I mean, it could actually still be a way to continue him with a younger version of Picard. Oh my God, season 3 looks like Wrath of Khan storyline, copy and pasted. People have said that, but I don't think there is. I know what you're saying. People have said that, but I'm not buying into that. I think just because there's a nebula and just because of the intro with the writing and the lettering, the font. Guys, do me a favor and share this out if you can, please. Why? Because the writers think Rafi's a good character when she isn't. Well, I think some of the writers thought she was a good character. I don't think everybody thinks that, especially this season. But you're right. They did think she was a good character, and they really. I mean, I really think that the character writing for Rafi has been, it was very bungled in the beginning. There's a good backstory, says April. There is a, Rafi, like so many others, Rafi's character, like so many others, has potential. There is potential. It has to be executed, right? A lot of Rafi because the old crew doesn't have the stamina for a full-time schedule. I'm not so sure about that, Resolute. You think so? I mean, listen. I personally know. I know that the crew is dying to They were dying to do a reunion show, and it's only like 10 episodes. I don't know. Also, Resolute says it's because of that. It's an interesting point of view. They didn't want Picard season 3 to just be a TNG reunion. They had to keep at least one original character. Yes. And they should have kept Rios, Santiago Cabreras. They should have kept Santiago. So Rafi is a chance for people to take bathroom breaks. It's interesting. I listen. Some of our friends who've already seen this. I'm not always in agreement with everybody with some of the people who with some of our friends who've already seen. I'm not always in agreement. We will see when it's over. They say that you have a different perspective of Rafi toward the end. I hope so. I hope we do. That's interesting. I do wish it was Laris. That would be good too. I do, because she was, she definitely had less problems. Her character had less. Or I don't mean that, she was less troubled. Her character was less troubled, but the character writing herself had less problems. And of course, we're not talking anything. We're not criticizing the actors at all, guys. Thank you guys for sharing it out. I appreciate it. Possible origin, contract issue, says Dan Crane. I'm sorry, origin. I said, origin. Yeah, possible origin, contract issue. If they had to bring back a character from a previous season, Rios would have been a much better choice. So John agrees. I agree, John. Yeah. Guys, Pacific. I'm always gonna say Pacific Rim. Sorry, dude. Pacific 414. Yeah, Pacific 414's channel, guys. Hit that. Make sure you're subbed. We grow together, guys. Learning curve. There is a learning curve with Discord. It's not the most. Discord is not the most. I was going to say family friendly, user friendly. But once you're using it, it does work pretty well. There's some really good things about Discord. Actually, maybe onto something. I sent you a message on Discord, and okay, yeah, Cap, awesome. Wait, you want me to look at that now? Okay. Captain says I do need my Discord. Yes, I do. I will, and I will do that. Seven and Rafi will have their own spinoff. I'm thinking Medallion is right. Well, I'm thinking that their characters will be continued in some way. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think they're on this. You guys are onto something there. This season sounds like a spinoff of the first two seasons. And thank God it is. And yeah, you could say that. And thank God it is. Rafi is there because he's playing a character that gets 3 boxes checked at once. Rios only got 1. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Bird. I want Bird of Prey cast as the new engineer for the Titan. Let's do a petition. I want Bird of Prey to be the new engineer for the Titan. They should not call it Star Trek, though. Call it something else. Star Trek Go-Go Fenris Rangers. He is dead. It's not Picard. Says Dave Bob. As much as I loathe to say this, Picard was given an expiration date, and the synth body, yes, he was. It's interesting though. I mean, we're in sci-fi, so they could always, who knows? He could maybe be put into a younger body, and we would have, I thought that it would be very logical. Listen, the synth body would make more sense and be more acceptable to people if it was going to be continued by a younger actor. So, you guys, great suggestions and ideas, comments, guys. You guys are really awesome. In thought processes going. Next episode will probably be the battle of the new Tara Nebula. That's funny, John. I like that. There's a clip on YouTube for the next episode already. There is. And I could play that and get another Shrike. Should I? Yes, there is, guys. Go check it out. It's like I think it's like the it seems to be the following couple of minutes to the end of episode 2. Hey, Dr. Omega, good to see you. Trek was never meant to focus on one character. That is a very good point. That is an excellent point. And that's true. Absolutely. Rafi is clearly getting paid less than the original cast. Well, I'm not so sure about. You think so? I don't know. The way they do things. Tell that to Discovery. Never meant to focus on one character. I know. Michael Burnham. Hello, Admiral Teague. Good to see you. I love that. Avatar of yours, Admiral Teague. No wonder she looks pissed throughout the season. She's getting paid less. I would doubt that. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, maybe she is getting paid less. Picard season 3 is well, she's certainly getting paid less than she's certainly getting paid less than most people on the cast. Most of the leads. The theory I had, I heard about the rest of the season holds true. There are two more major con similarities coming. Interesting. Hello, Dr. Adega Outlaw. Dr. Adega Outlaw. Good to see you, my friend. Science fiction and doctor and science fiction writer, Adega Outlaw. Let's check you guys, April Nichols' channel. Thank you for putting that up, April. Absolutely. Make sure you are subbed to that. Why does the Shrike have a crew of 3 yet can take on the Titan with 500 aboard? I don't know if we've seen. I don't know if we've seen enough to determine that. I'm not sure. You think so? You think we've seen enough to determine that, Admiral T? Because their ship is mad OP. They have portal tech. They do have. Somebody's got portal tech. Hey, Maria. Good to see Maria. Tiantelli, Maria. Good to see you, Maria. Tiantelli. There are no bad characters, just bad writers. Rafi could be redeemed the right story. That is an excellent point. That's absolutely true. I've learned to find youth in the app, not through the website. Are you talking Discord? Hey, PD York, Writer Brothers. Good to see you, Writer Brothers. There are 2 Writer Brothers in here. And of course, the other adopted writer brother, I think, it seems like he's an adopted writer brother, is be Corian, right? I don't have my glasses, so can't see the chat. All right, guys. So if anybody want to write stuff about Maria, go ahead, because he's not reading the chat. Feel free to write stuff about Maria. She's not going to be able to read it. Tacos. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It's too labor intensive for me to use. Far too notifications to manage. Yeah. It takes a little bit getting used to. It does. Back in the day when I used to live in Olympus, Discord was Air's his favorite apple. Funny. That was funny, Doc. Titan looks nothing like the books. Okay, so it's interesting. I'm I want to ask you guys another question. So we're nitpicky Trekkies and Orvillians here. What is so when Rafi approaches her ex-husband, and she asks to be introduced to the Ferengi drug lord, which I didn't think was a bad character. I mean, it was an interesting take on he maybe seemed a little a little too familiar maybe for Earthlings. The take on the character. At any rate, it wasn't bad. It wasn't badly done. It was interesting. What was I going to say? Is Rafi? Let me ask you guys this question: did it seem to anybody like Rafi was a little too close to home to ask the ex-husband for the introduction? Because the first thing he says, well, Jay, I did, how did he say exactly? He ends up saying I maybe I don't know Jay that well, and Jay's her ex-husband, because I don't know you. He's like, I don't know you, so I don't know maybe I don't know Jay that well. What do you guys? Is it a little too close to home for the story to go in that direction? Mark Scott Zickery said yesterday. He says, "Well, we're not as invested." He's kind of saying that we're not as invested in Rafi's family, maybe, but I don't know. I still think it's a little. I think it's there's a little gray area there of if they could have done it a little differently. What do you guys think about that? Picard Robot has rights, but he shouldn't be an admiral. He would have been programmed to attack. That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point, Admiralty. If he, this is the problem with making. All right, so the problem here is the Admiralty has a point, and they're going ahead and ignoring this, because this is what happens when you make critical errors in writing new canon, right? I'm fine whether or not Picard would die. I'm also fine on whether or not the Titan A should be renamed the Enterprise G. Am I the only person angry at Paramount Plus? Seriously, they should have released episode 1 and 2 as one episode. That would have been way better for fans. That is an excellent point, Aaron. I think episode 1 and 2 were shown together at the premiere on February 9th. I do think that it would have made a lot of sense to show these two together. Absolutely. And I actually think that there was probably a lot of intent. There may have even been the intention to do so while writing it. That's a good point. The android body, they never chose to explore anything about it on a philosophical level. That's very true. That's very true. Yeah. I'm not even sure. I wonder. I mean, they could always do that down the road. They could if they ever went down. They could if they ever went down the road of maybe we'll have put Picard into a younger body. I'm not sure if they would, but they could. The android thing was a complete waste for Picard. Yeah, the android thing. Oof, it was. Listen, if you're gonna do that, if you say, listen, I want to end up putting Picard into a body, you're gonna have to explain it better. You're gonna have to really make the audience feel like Picard is still there. Because Patrick Stewart is not going to be around forever, unfortunately. You make the decision to put him into a young android body, and you and you say that he is an echo of Jean-Luc Picard, right? I know that sounded very Generations. What is it? Oh, what is it called? The ribbon. What's the ribbon called in not Generations? Yeah, Generations. The Nexus. It was a very Nexus-y comment. They could continue the series as long as they as long as they want, so long as the money holds out. They can just name a ship Picard and go from there, says a dig outline. The science fiction author has spoken, guys. I don't mind member areas, to be honest. I don't mind them if they're done well. Yeah, I don't mind them if they're done well. I think Bird of Prey 5 is right about Rafi. She was let go from the S3-2, and the show's done just fine since then. She's not asked back a lot. Okay. Says okay, Admiralty. Bring back the teens you cast. They held out for more money easily. To bring back the teens you cast, they held out for more money easily. Interesting. Hello, Supreme Heretic. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Drew. And I have to talk to you later, Drew. I have to talk to you. Guys, do me a favor, Drew. Put in your link, Drew, for I know Supreme Heretic has been trying to resolve his the passing of his mother, and unfortunately he was left with a lot of problems. Drew, please put in the link to your GoFundMe or the Go Gives Me. I think they have no money for background actors. They try to show as few as possible on the Titan. It's big empty bridge with 2 suddenly shots. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, how much does a background actor get paid? Like, I would think that would be. By the way, Philip Gaming is going to show up. Philip Gaming is going to show up as a background actor very soon. We are so proud of Philip. Philip needs to get a big role one of these days. Yeah, when I click on a link, it sends me to the Discord webpage, and you guys are talking about that. Picard jeans, Jack Crusher. Yes. What about Picard jeans? Interesting idea. Jack Crusher senior jeans. If you compare Jack Jr. to Wes. Interesting. I'm at the library returning. Maria is in her late books. The Titan is a refit. It's not an original. True. Does the Titan is a different ship? This is an attempt to get the movie switch from Kelvin to Utrecht. Interesting idea. Interesting. Hashtag Shaw. Hey, 14 Shaw was right. Captain Shaw. Yeah, 14 has become a Captain Shaw fan. I think a lot of us will become Captain Shaw fans by the end of the season. There was one or two things this episode. I don't know. Well, I think you guys were right. When I'm not sure if it was Admiral T who said it. We should have. Oh, Aaron, I think said it right. We should have had these 2 episodes together, 1 and 2. I think it would have changed the perception of a lot of. I think it would have helped the perception. The Titan A is a different class than the Titan from the books. The Rafi drug scene was cruel, and I didn't like that. But Worf's intro was boss, and boss in the UK means badass. Very convenient. The ex-husband happened to work on the same planet. All this happening on, says Bird of Prey. It's not Kurtzman Trek without something going into an eye. Okay. All right, that was funny, Medallion. Talus Prime, yes, Bird of Prey. Rafi's a stalker is a stalker about that kid. She was told she failed and walked away from her kid for drugs in no uncertain terms. Yeah, but yeah. I think you meant Coruscant. The planet sounds like a coffee cake. And refused to. Captain Shaw should have called Picard a robot and refused to back down. I feel episode 1 interesting. Well, see. All right, so this actually let me just address this one point. I think that there's an attempt to do a soft retconning of, or let's just say ignoring of some of the things from season 1 and 2. And you're absolutely right, Admiral Teague. I think that they have to make a choice. I think Terry had to make a choice. Do I believe in this whole synth thing? Probably Terry said I think it was a dumb idea to start with. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. He's probably thinking it wasn't the best idea to go with, so they're kind of ignoring it. That's an excellent point. I feel episode 1 and 2 is quite different from each other. They are different from each other. Yeah, they are different from each other. It wouldn't have flowed well to me, says Medallion. No, you're right. They are different from each other, and maybe there's a good point about flow there. If you would have put them together. It's interesting though. I do think some shows benefit from a binge model, and I'm not saying that that this should be viewed in a binge model or put out in a binge model, but perhaps at certain points, maybe continuity of 1 or 2 episodes together might affect perception. And I know I say perception a lot. I'm just a psychologist. So what does he know? What does PJ know? I really don't like Shaw. You will, April. No, Shaw's character is very much like his. They even said it was going to be very much like his character in 12 Monkeys. He reminds me of 3 in Dark Matter, a little bit, in the sense that he's very abrasive, but we'll see. I imagine we will end up thinking he's just a very authentic character. They could, but this is the final season. Yes, unless and hopefully we'll get more. More better Trek. Let's just say more better Trek. Shaw is great, and Todd Stashwick is really good in his role. Says 14. Picard should have been recast as James McAvoy. Maybe. Shaw is half Jellicoe, half Styles, and that's 2 opposite command approaches. He's so inconsistent, says Admiral Teague. There is a few things about between the first 2 episodes. There's a few things that might seem a little off with Shaw, like as far as being inconsistent. I think we need to hold out and wait. We need to wait and hold out to see if that gets explained. Everyone needs to understand the Picard android body is the writers and showrunners promoting transhumanism, pure and simple. Interesting, Troy Pacelli. Thank you, Troy Pacelli, for your comment, my friend. I enjoy Shaw's performance, says Medallion. Okay, I'll try to be more open-minded about Shaw. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. I see a lot of males being more accepting of Shaw. Maybe I'm just generalizing. I don't know. The character needs to grow, though. The character needs to grow. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking I'm thinking we need to see more where the character goes. Can't believe you ignored my light. I was uh I didn't ignore you. I didn't ignore you, my friend. The Nexus, yes, the Nexus. Thank you, Edmund. Am I that far back? Thanks, guys. The Nexus, the Neus. Oh, Deej loses his. Well, both me and Deej. Oh, you guys are awesome. Everybody says the Nexus. Thank you, guys. Oh shit, am I that far back? Yeah. Drew, go ahead and put in your gives and go, please. This is Drew's gives and go. Drew is he's almost there. He will be there in like 10 or 15 days. And I think that I would ask anybody if anybody can help out Drew to get over this last hump. He will finally have a more stable situation. Finally. So thank you, Drew, for putting that in. And guys, if anybody can help, it would be a good thing. Thank you. Considering learning counseling, I think you're good at listening to people's problems while cutting hair, right? A lot of barbers are really good at that. For example, Mott on the Enterprise D. Making Starfleet make a race of android slaves in season 1 went against everything they had built over. Yeah, listen, it's very uncharacteristic. It's very uncharacteristic of the values of the Federation, even if they don't see a synthetic life form as equal. The whole thing about it's not. There's something. You're right. There's something not right about it. Hello, Jerry. I go straight concept for generations. Nexus was the name of the shampoo. Visually modeled ribbon. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Background actors are paid roughly $130 for the day in LA. See, so my point of view is that's peanuts for those are peanuts. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach grumbling. I need to eat something. That's the gives and go, guys. Yeah, this is peanuts. I think that the number of background actors shouldn't be affected. I hope it's not affected. Hello, Cardinal Sin. Thank you for that super sticker. Let me just look at the super sticker, guys. And thank you, Cardinal, for that super sticker, my friend. Please put in your channel. Cardinal Sin is Cardinal Sin has got some amazing stuff going on his channel. Hey you. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. Please put in your channel, my friend. When I first heard of the word Nexus, I've thought of a shampoo. Well, we confirm he's a robot right before he takes command, if Titan 2. Wait a second. We confirm he's a robot right before he takes command. Did he? We confirmed that? I got to go back and watch it. Even if you ignore that Picard is a robot, he's retired. Not to mention, he lied and stole a shuttle. He should have no authority over Shaw. So I'm thinking here that the reason is, I'm thinking here that there may be a clause that there might be an emergency article where an admiral can unretire himself in an emergency situation, which means he is active. That this is not explained. This is the sense that I got from the episode, where something that was not addressed, and I wonder if it will be addressed. Because see, this is some of the inconsistency. This is some of the inconsistent behavior that you guys have been detecting with, in my opinion, with Shaw. I think him all of a sudden listening to Picard needs to be addressed, and maybe will be addressed. So you guys are making some excellent points. This is first show I think I prefer weekly. Nexus also refer to X time now, says Jerry. I like Shaw, says Philip. Of course you like him. He's your captain. Isn't he? I'm guessing. Come on, Philip. Spill the beans. Come on, Philip. What role are you playing? Are you one of Shaw's crew members? Are you one of Shaw's devoted crew members? Come on, tell us, Philip. I'm just kidding. Don't tell us. But you're right. Picard has no actual authority over Shaw, but Shaw relented to Picard's experience to get them out of this situation with warship who would attack them. Yeah, I want to go back and watch it. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure why Shaw deferred to Picard all of a sudden. I mean, it's either Beverly's son or Captain Picard's or Admiral Picard's son, and I guess Admiral Picard is more important. I'm not, we'd have to. Shaw is what Picard was in TNG, says P.D. York. Yeah, even Crazy Lady from the other ship called Picard a synth. Oh, did she? I forgot. I think she did. I gotta go back and watch now. We will never. Hey, Nate, good to see you, Nate. Nate, man, you got to start your channel. You got to get you. I mean, I know you started your channel. You got to, even if you stream once a month, dude. Even if you stream once a month, I'm excited to see Nate launch. We will never get better Star Trek as long as Bad Robot is attached to it, says Nate. Shaw has some sort of a psychological mystery to his past, according to Vatic. I would speculate that's right. Hey, Bill, good to see you, Bill Barkley. Going into that nebula at the end, obviously, the next episode, they'll have him in. Definitely was Wrath of Khan vibes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I myself have enjoyed Todd Satcher's portrayal of Captain Liam Shaw, to be honest. I do too. And I hope, I expect good things are coming. Picard finding his son, pure Wrath of Khan vibe too. All right, I see what you guys are saying. I see the whole. I gotcha. Okay, I see what you guys are saying with finding his son. I see. That's a good point. Shawshank Redemption. You can tell Shaw lost someone he loved to the Borg, his disdain for Seven, and Picard his former drones borders. That's an interesting point, Aaron. Maybe borders that on bigotry. That's an interesting point. You might be right about that. Again, if theory I heard holds, I should let's see. Again, if the theory I heard holds, I wouldn't hold my breath about seeing Shaw in the future. DM me on Twitter if you don't care about possible spoilers. Okay. Oh, I get the Shawshank Redemption. I get it. That's good. That's good, Philip. Shaw Stashwick Redemption. Yeah. A Measure of a Man. Background does this somewhat better. does a somewhat better in New York City. Isn't it nice that the Planetary Union headquarters is in New York City? Thank you, Seth MacFarlane and crew. Everybody, Brandon Braga, David Goodman, Tom Cosentino, John Cassara. Thank you for everybody, for the whole production crew of the Orville, for being a sci-fi series, some futuristic version that does not destroy New York City. Thank you. I heard something like that, or either that, or they're talking about 9 and 10 together. I've heard something about them putting 9 together. I've heard something. I don't know. Did I hear this right? Did I hear somebody say 9 and 10 are going to be available at IMAX theaters? That's pretty typical pay for extras without speaking lines. Talking of eating, I gotta go. Some steak and eggs. Yo, you get them steak and eggs for TN. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. Notice none of the background Federation people were aliens either. So that's money. That's true. Hey, Clobby, good to see you, Clobbering Times. Thank you, my friend. Let me just check out that sticker. Hey, Clobby. Thank you, my friend, for dropping by. Clobby, please put in your channel. I know our friend Clobby has definitely has opinions on season 3 episode. Well, season 3 in general. Thank you, Clobby, for that. I appreciate that, Clobby. Vatic calls Picard a synth. Yeah, okay. I think you're wrong, Admiral. That was before he took command of the ship. Yeah. Manaprom calls were about during the session on the blue screen. Okay, thanks, guys. White Castle cheeseburger rolls, they are the greatest snack food ever. They are. They're pretty good. They're like pizza rolls out with WC cheeseburger filling. So yummy. Oh, are you eating those in front of us, Aaron? Not offering us? Good to see everybody in here. Matt Palmer mocks Picard as a robot. Then he realizes, I don't know where my head is at. You're thinking, yeah. It's ringing a bell now. Yes, Vatic does remark about Picard being a synth. Let me see if I can catch up with this chat. Drew, continue to put in your gives and go, please. Please continue to put in your gives and go, Drew. We will find out Shaw had a family member killed by Picard when he was Locutus. That's interesting. That is interesting. A nitpick after Vatic threw the Ilios at the Titan. Picard says, what just happened? And the Ilios view screen is on and can clearly see the ship coming towards them. Interesting. Hey, Clover Times, really reptilian humanoid pick from Mars. Interesting conspiracy stuff. Shaw is clearly not emotionally ready to face off against a ship like the Shrike. He is too safe and by the book. Yeah, I think he's also gonna grow. Yeah, he's gonna grow and evolve. He's probably gonna learn something about. Yeah, he does definitely come across as being too by the book, right? He's probably gonna learn from Riker, most likely, right? Maybe both Picard and Riker. The Shrike is going to attack them whether they give Jack up or not, or whether they give Jack up or to her. There's no reason to think that they wouldn't, right? This season feels like a twak tuck hold with TNG characters, and I'm okay with that. All right. If twak and tuck means something that I should be aware of, tell me. PD. I'm not, it's not clicking right now for me. This whole chat is a spoiler for me, and I'm okay with that. Oh, all right, guys. Spoil it for Drew. Shaw kept Drew, put in your just keep putting in your gives and go every once in a while. Shaw kept making excuses that Titan is an exploratory ship. He clearly is afraid, or does not, or doesn't know how to improvise, as evidenced by the show reaction. Yeah, I mean, it's an exploratory ship, but I don't know. See, it's interesting. Depending on the Star Trek novel that you would read, they would say sometimes the Enterprise was viewed more this way or that way, or exploratory, or more of a battleship. Depending on the Star Wars novel, on the Trek novel you would read. I think, yeah, it's an exploratory vessel, yeah, but hey, douchebag Kylo. Basically, or Florida, Destroyer Florida. Basically, these first 8 episodes are set up to the actual TNG movie. I think that is absolutely right, Medallion. I think that's absolutely right. I think that one of the things we're seeing here, especially with all the Rafi in episode 2, I think is reestablishing of Rafi, in order to fit into. It's reestablishing Rafi in order to fit in with to make her blend in with the TNG cast. Which is if Terry's obligated to use the character of Rafi, and this is nothing against the actress, I think she's a great actress. If Terry's obligated to use her, then it would make sense that he would invest a little bit of time in making her fit into the story he's telling. You have to kind of address things. There are some things that need to be addressed if you're gonna, if you have to address some of the old storylines. Of course, there are things in the old storylines that I think are mistakes, but I think Terry's doing a great job. Listen, what Terry's doing is very difficult, extremely difficult. And I think he's going to pull it off. I think Terry is going to pull it off. There, some people might like it more, some people might like it less. But you cannot say that it's not being done with love and with thought. And we'll see. Oh, wow. I need to check that out, Drew. Did you actually go? If you do, okay. Does that mean you're against having stellar union in my books located on Titan? Do you have planetary favoritism? Guys, Adega, please put in your Amazon link to your novels, if you don't mind. You have a wrench, my friend. Ms. Martin, good to see you, Ms. Martin. Muses. Something ain't easy. Mine you don't want to hear my opinion on this show. Actually, maybe you did hear the other night. I heard what you guys were saying. You guys, if you want to hear a different opinion on it, you guys would go check out Klobby's channel. Let us know, Klobby, what you're doing on your next stream. Actually, Saturday, I think you guys do Saturday Night Trek, don't you? You might be talking this, or you might just be reviewing DS9. Not sure. Been there, done that. The Cisco, been there, done that. The Cisco beef with Picard as Jennifer's deathly was the cutest. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. At the beginning of DS9, yeah. I only need 4 more subs. Well, we need to get those 4 subs today, guys. We need to get those 4 subs today. Netter. Oops. Guys, there's 4 people in here. I guarantee there's 4 people who are not subbed to Netter. Please, let's just take a minute and sub to Netter. There's guaranteed there's 4 people in here who are not subbed. Let me just check out. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask another question. And we talked about this briefly yesterday when we had Mark here. Is the over the top Vatic, you know, like the smoking Vatic, and just she's kind of a little bit over the top on purpose. Is that what do you guys think? Is that Terry misleading us a little bit about Vatic? What do you guys think? Was Vatic a little over the top bad guy, and bad girl, and alrighty. Guys, I want to just, so Netter is 2 away. Netter is 2 away from Netter is 2 away, guys. She's at 198. So let's if you haven't subbed to Netter, let's get her over that 200 hump, right? Please, guys, go check that out. Elocutus comes from the word interlocutor, stuff I don't understand. The Wrath of Khan. Oh, the Wrath of Khan. That's it. Duh. Of course. Thank you, Admiralty. Thank you, guys. Undiscovered Country. Duh. All right. I need sleep. Hey, DJ Ronnie. Good to see you, my friend. This is gonna ruin all of my Google Pictures search results for Shrike for period. A jokey spoiler: the Orville will turn up at the end and save them. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Star Trek 2. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm not thinking. Same here. Have the various options on the show. Not sure when I'll have the chance to see it. Take my time. So, guys, what do you guys think about? Let me scroll down. Oh, I gotta catch up. I'm jumping a little bit to catch up, guys. This is Adega's book. Make sure you are subbed to Adega, and most importantly, make sure you're buying his books. 199. One more to go, guys. One more to go. And by the way, Netter has a lot of interesting stuff on her channel. A lot of handy stuff on her channel. Wow, I'm seeing some new stuff here I hadn't seen before, Netter. Very cool. One more to go, guys. Let's get Netter to 200, please. One person in here. And actually, there's still a few more people who aren't subbed, I'm sure. So let's get her to and over that mark. Guys, that is Adega's channel. I'm sorry, Adega's channel. Adega's book. Please check out Evolution, The Blood Witch, and all his works. I think we will see Adega's stuff one day on the big screen. Let's find a lot of people hit the Borg. Our relation Saturday night tonight with Raquel, DS9. I never really talk fake Trek on my channel all that much. After all, if you can't say something nice, yeah. So you guys probably do DS9 tonight, huh? So make sure you guys are checking out DS9 review with Klobby tonight. Go ahead and put in your link, Klobby. Go ahead and put in the link to the channel. Last I heard, JJ Trek movie was kind of sort of still ahead. I wonder if it's really awesome. Subbed, says John. You don't like O'Brien? The Ferengi wasn't a Ferengi, more a low-level broadline mobster who didn't fit. That Ferengi did no characteristics of a Ferengi. So this is my never said human. Never pointed. So this is you're right. Captain Spire, you're right. My take on this is the following. My take on this is, as cultures mesh a little bit, we could see more hybrid characters like this, but there were aspects of them that did not seem Ferengi enough, for sure. I do think it's believable. I do think it's believable that we do see some meshing of cultures as time goes by. That is an interesting point. Yeah, thoughts on that, guys. What about the over the top bad guy? Sneed was a human gangster from New York. I know. Yeah. No, I think true baddies act like Vatic, says Emerald Teague. Okay, so you think she's a true baddie. Watch too many human movies, maybe. Love New York, says Donnie. Having someone in the Orion Syndicate would have been better fit than that Ferengi. That's a good point. Shaw also went off. The Ferengi. So that Ferengi, he's obviously Ferengi's obviously. What's the reason? All right, so the reason I said that he can be mixed and meshed culturally, it might seem like it does. It seems like that Ferengi might be far away from his people and kind of just integrated himself to wherever he's at. I don't know. Well, it's interesting. Shaw also went off, but yeah, I know. All the different opinions are valid. Thank you guys for sharing all those opinions. Let me see where Netter's at. Let's get her past and beyond. There we go. Past and beyond. Awesome. Congratulations to Netter. Guys, make sure we are watching. Make sure you're a sub to this channel. If you're not subbed, let's get her as high as we can today. Awesome. Shaw also went off about Picard and Riker and such about getting into fights too easy, blowing up. Yeah, he did at the beginning. Yeah, I think he's gonna learn something from them. How do you imagine my attitude from questions? PD, great man. Okay, puppy getting on my last nerve. I'll take all you with me. Okay, take her out for a walk. Cloudburn Times, feel free to interview me on DS Time. Okay. Okay, take it. Personally, okay. Guys, sometimes in texting, in text messages, it's hard to capture tone. So don't anybody get upset. It's hard to capture tone sometimes. And there's a lot of text messaging can lead to a lot of misinterpretations, let's just say. So don't take it too whatever it is, don't take it too seriously, guys. Shaw is on an exploratory ship, but he's also very by the book. He follows orders from his direct superiors, which is so I'm thinking here there's got to be that's an excellent point, Medallion, and I'm thinking that there may need to be some. Did Picard unretire himself or something? Because earlier he was saying, he just said no to him. He just said, no, we're not doing that. So I don't know. I have to rewatch it. I got to rewatch it. I didn't have time to rewatch it. You made it pretty personal. Oh, you guys don't I think it's fairly easy. I don't mean to get in between anybody. I think it's fairly easy to get along. So I think that you guys can figure that out. He seems to hate any kind of tactical engagement. He does, which it might seem like it's a bit much that he it might seem like it's a bit much almost that he we're going to have to learn more about Shaw. I find a legendary battle sequence in the Picard series finale in the style of Power. Yes, everything has a Power Rangers explanation, my friend. Of course. Rafi was a reminder to us all the reasons why the Federation failed class system, drug addiction was displaced. Yeah, see that there is an inherent problem with all that. You're absolutely right, Captain Spy. There's an inherent problem with the character that Terry has inherited, and so I think that there needs to be some reestablishment of. Okay, so Deej is at 775. You should be at 1,000 already, dude. Listen, let me say this to my friends. I don't mean to be a pain in the ass. I think sometimes, I don't mean to go down this road on this stream. I think sometimes just the chill out streams don't benefit the channels. I think the chill out streams don't benefit the growth. That's just my 2 cents. Because I think Deej should definitely be, Cotton Fandom Nerd, Deej. I think you guys should definitely be monetized by now. Anyway, Deej, if you're not subbed to Deej, please do. And if you're not subbed to, and everybody else who's putting in a channel. Oh, a bathroom renovation and broke it down into 5 parts. Wow. You know what? I'm going to do something I'm not supposed to do. Oh, here it is. Part 1, part 3. Oh, wow. Wow. You know what? Sneak peek. We're doing a sneak peek on, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm only doing this to help. Sneak peek on Netter's network. Look at that. So that's the renovation, and 5 parts to this. Wow, very cool. You guys want to check that out? I'm sub 200, says Philip. Awesome. We're glad. Thank you guys for getting our friend over that hump. And this channel, both Troy and Netter, those channels are growing really nicely. Boom. That's really cool that you're doing that, Netter. That's great. Wow. Hey, Jack, how the chevrons going? Are we getting new Stargate? We need new Stargate, my friend. That's Clobby's channel. I think it's fair to say that our friend Clobby will probably be clobbering New Trek when he does discuss it. So that's a different point of view if you guys want to check that out. That's Philip Gaming's channel, guys. Make sure you're sub to actor Philip Gaming. Alrighty. Captain of the Titan would have made more sense if someone he loved died in the Synth Wars, and seeing Picard as an admiral would have been in front of him something. Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot more. I definitely think we're going to learn a lot more. So guys, listen, very cool stuff on Netter's channel. Awesome. 203. If you guys are not sub, please do. Awesome stuff. So, awesome stuff. Great. Lots of cool stuff coming from Netter. And Deej just put his channel up too. Deej Peej. I'm Deej. Let's get Deej a few subs if we can too. And anybody else is Philip Gaming, and everybody else is putting up their channels. I like Vatic. She acted like the kind of unhinged baddie. So I'm thinking Ferengi. But I already see a Star Trek Online group, LGBTQ Ferengi group being created from that. That's totally going to happen. I'm glad to see all this love for my hometown, New York City. Yeah, New York City, awesome, Admiral Teague. Me too. Yes, thank you to again to Seth MacFarlane for creating something from the future where New York actually exists. I know you. I would be distantly related to Dennis Zane. Okay, you guys are working out stuff. Picard technically is in season 2, was made something else in Starfleet, but as an admiral, that part I'm not sure. You know, it is a relief to have to it is a relief to not have Picard going around apologizing to everybody, getting yelled at. It was, there were elements of really there were elements of Picard season 1 and 2 that were like borderline like elder abuse. Seriously. So Picard is definitely feeling correct so far. It's a relief. It's a relief. Shaw does meet shield, does meet shield Bev's ship from the strike. That was brave. Yeah. Listen, if he's a captain, it's for a reason. So they're even though he plays it safe, if he's a captain for a reason. Also, I want to say that the meat shielding of Bev's ship is let's call it a non-confrontational way to resolve that tractor beam, right? So I thought that was kind of cool. Actually, it was an interesting idea. Chose a different style of class of writing. When Sisko had a grudge against Picard, he showed anger, but he was still professional. If Shaw has a grudge, he showed it like a complete jagoff. This is Clabby. Was it Shaw or was it 7 who did the block? I think it was Shaw. I think it was Shaw. By the way, I think that's the first time in Trek that we've seen a tractor beam throw a ship at another ship. Yeah. It does remind me though of that. Remember the what was that episode? You guys can help me out. What was that episode? The episode where they're in the time loop. They're in the time loop, and Data finally does Riker's suggestion of using the tractor beam to propel Captain Fraser, Captain Fraser's ship, and to get out of the time loop. So yeah, it was interesting because, well, it just reminded me of that episode. But yeah, PJ, at the end he said something like Admiral's prerogative to delay those orders. Yeah, so I want the Ripardo. Yeah, I would like that prerogative explained. I would like that prerogative explained. I think it would be nice if they did. In live action Trek, yes. I feel like they took Raffi too low for any redemption that doesn't involve a heroic self-sacrifice. In Babylon 5, Crusades had a jaded archaeologist named Max Alderson. We hated him at first, but his character grew. True. We've had a lot of characters like that in sci-fi. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. People come to your channel for your content and for you. Well, thank you, Cardinal Sin. And make sure, Cardinal Sin, do you want to tell us? Thank you, my friend. Can you tell us what's up next on your channel, and all your channels. Please tell us, Deej, tell us what's next on your channel as well. Anybody else who's got something coming up. People come to your channel for your content. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. And please, I'm not sure if you put in your Cardinal Sin. I'm not sure if you put it in your channel. Please go ahead and put it in. Cardinal channel, guys. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. In lower decks, I think I recall on every ship there was a tractor beam to throw debris shrapnels. I'm something like that is ringing a bell. Oh well, I look forward to watching that, Netter. You're an amateur. I look forward to watching that. I thought she said simp. I thought you said simp instead of synth. I would disagree. Of course, you're going to disagree with me, Captain. It's one of your favorite hobbies. Disagree with your friend, but I think Cap. Why don't you put in your channel? Oh, you did put it in your channel before. Put it in again, Cap. Yeah, and I think you should be beyond that. You should probably be 204, or something like that. Consider subbing your buddy Admiral Teague. Yes, Admiral Teague. Thank you for putting in your channel. So PD York just, by the way, guys, if you haven't been to there's channels we're sub to that if you haven't been to in a while, YouTube will unsub you. So make sure you handle that. I'm subscribing to Deeds. I do collaborate, but I never really talk about it on my channel often. It just sickens me too much. I'd rather talk about things. It'd be interesting for you. I think it would be interesting, Clabby, I think it'd be interesting to talk about, like I mentioned it on Doomcock the other night. A lot of people are talking about the Civil War at Lucasfilm. Because I think this line of thought might be in line with your channel. I'm not expressing myself well. The idea of what's going on behind the scenes of Paramount, is why did they bring Terry on? Were they pressed into bringing a Berman era person on? Even though he's very junior back then, he still was, part of that team. Are they a secret hideout, afraid of losing its grip? What does this mean for the future? Does the fact that Terry tackled, whether you like Picard season 3 more or less, does the fact that a competent showrunner tackled season 3, what does that mean? So maybe I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out there. Maybe those lines of maybe those ideas are interesting for you to talk about, Clabby. Not being, I know you're saying, like, I know Clabby says, like, Clabby is critical, but he doesn't want to be, like, I know he doesn't want to be too negative, but there's stuff to be talked about there. What what is going up at Paramount. I don't think you could call it a civil war, but I think there's people. I think there's people in Paramount higher up positions that, who think that the Secret Hideout has been there for a while. It's maybe time for a change. Let Secret Hideout do something that's more appropriate for them. So anyway, I think Picard was like made. I think Picard was like made the head of Starfleet Academy or something in season 2. That rings a bell. Something about Starfleet Academy rings a bell. So he does work sort of for Starfleet. His title could be still active. Interesting. You know what? I got to be honest. The problem with some of this new Trek is the following: that you don't really want to go ahead and rewatch. Like, it's hard to rewatch because the first watch of it was difficult, and going back to rewatch it, and some of the details of the new storyline that they're creating are iffy in our minds because we haven't been wanting to rewatch, right? So Shaw is flawed as a flagelico, says Teague, but he's not really an admiral performing active duties, says Billion. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean that could be very good. That could be an explanation. I don't know. I don't know yet for sure, 100% if I'm in episode 3. It's very likely, but Philip, I have a gut feeling. I don't know, but I have a gut feeling. I have a gut feeling. Yeah, I have a gut feeling it's coming up. I have a gut feeling it's coming up. Help Palm Squad guys, check out Dr. Omega's Instagram post, please. If you are a pet owner and love animals, you're going to want to watch that. You're going to want to check out Dr. Omega's posts. Well, even if you aren't episode 3, I'm going to claim you was. Okay. The beam throwing ship is from the video game. I may not have much pop culture contest these days, but we have politics. That is Drew's channel. Please check it out. It's politics. So I don't really. So you feel free to post. You guys feel you have a wrench. You feel free to post anything you want, guys. Hey, General Podolsky, good to see you, Pedro. Yeah, dude, I miss interacting with all you guys. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. I hope it does get sorted out soon. Yeah. Thank you, Pedro. Good to see you, my friend. Looking good in that picture, Pedro. Looking good. Yeah, Cause and Effect. Thank you, guys. Thank you, John. Cause and Effect. One of my favorite episodes, by the way. Cause and Effect is one of my favorite episodes. Interesting, Donnie. Interesting. I'm planning to produce. Well, let us know. Before and after reactions. Interesting. I love to see that. Link us up, Donnie. Hold on. You have a wrench? Yeah, you do. You got a wrench, right? Yeah, you do. Link us up to whatever you're working on, Donnie. But that was the first time it was used as a form of attack. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right. Listen, innovation is great. Guys, that's Troy's channel. Innovation is important. But doesn't Shaw still bitch out Riker and Picard the same way? No one in Star Trek Picard seems to respect. I see what you're saying, Dr. Omega. I wonder if you can say it's the same way because the captain is the head of his ship, unless he's being directly. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I think it might be a little different here, but that's a valid point. Let me see if I can catch up with this chat. Every ship that much antimatter and that many impulse reactors can shoot above its weight. Interesting, DJ. Random sci-fi talk on Sci-Fi Mombi tomorrow. Cool. Put in your channel again, April. Let me make sure. Yeah, put in your channel again, April. Tons of creators in here, guys. Tons of creators. Put in your channel, April. Yeah, I just gave you a wrench. I didn't. Shaw says his orders are to be really safe and overly cautious. We know his orders are to boldly go explore. Why doesn't he? I hate the Federation policy is cowardly. Interesting. That's BS because I asked you first. You just liked him better. Are you talking to me, Deej? No, you're not talking to me, right? I appreciate the tractor being better if everyone saw on the view screen what happened. Picard didn't say what just happened. I will say this: like older folks are sometimes could be age related. So Picard is supposed to be 90 something. By the way, I will say this. It's difficult to tackle in sci-fi. It's just difficult to tackle in sci-fi. Yeah, so Picard's supposed to be in his 90s, in his late 90s, I think, right? Of course, now he's a synth too. So anyway, I forget what I was going to say. Nothing on my channel, at least not planned, says Captain Fan. Okay. Yeah, where are all the amazing California class ships in Picard? Says Captain Spire. Shaw was merely saying that Picard Vineyard wine contains synthol. Was he? Was he saying that? Really? You think he really? Okay. Next Saturday on my channel, we'll be watching Cellular 9 p.m. Central. If you don't own a copy, we'll have a Cosme link. Interesting. Yes, Netter does a lot of watch parties, so make sure you are checking that out next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. I do have some planetary favoritism, DJ Ronnie. Thank you for that super sticker, Admiral Teague. Thank you for that super sticker, Admiral Teague. I'm not seeing it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Hey, thank you, Admiral Teague, for that super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Make sure you are putting in your channel, Admiral Teague. I by the way, Admiral Teague's got some good content. I've dropped by every once in a while. You got some good content, man. Please go ahead and put up your channel, my friend. I think it used to be Captain Teague, right? Now you raise yourself to Admiral. Yeah, great. Some really good conversation I've come across regarding Trek. As you wish for relation, yes, please, Captain Fandom Nerd. Captain Fandom Nerd. How many subs are you at, by the way? All right. Gotcha, Doc. Don't forget in the Next Generation episode where everyone is drunk. Well, Wesley used the tractor beam to push off the science ship to buy. Excellent point, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. That was an excellent point. Good. Yes. Thank you. Excellent. Yeah. Yep. Simple. Simple. All the great taste of sip, none of the incel. That was funny. That was funny. Yes, make sure you're sub to Admiral Teague and Captain Fandom, and even Deej, even sub to Deej. Deej, I think we need. I think the problem is we need more Pink Bunny streams, Pink Bunny suit streams. Oh shit, I gotta catch up in the chat. Secret Hideout, get a grip. Diego Outlaw's book. Thank you for putting that in, DJ Ronnie. Yes, don't forget to check out Diego's books and buy one. It would be good if you buy one. Will there be any Orville news at San Diego Comic-Con? Because I know the Unknown Babylon 5 project teaser is going to be revealed then. I heard something about that. That's great news about Babylon 5 at San Diego Comic-Con. Hello, I don't, I think by then, I think by then we should have some Orville news. I would think, yeah. Oh yeah, I think we'd have some. I don't think it might be. I don't think necessarily anything big, but we should have news, some kind of news. Hello, Eternal Village Vigilance. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. YouTube lets me keep them. Oh yeah, Netter. Now you need to have a 200 sub celebration. Absolutely. I barely made it through even the first 2 episodes of season 2 of Picard. It was so cringe. Picard season 2 was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. It was hard to watch them just, trouncing around Southern California. It was hard. So this is why I say I think. Yeah. From what I understand, PJ, the guy running Paramount's TV division, hates Kurtzman and actively wants Secret Hideout gone so they can do a soft reboot of the universe. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that there's definitely people there who want change. By the way, change comes often in this industry. It would be normal for somebody else to come in, and it would be very normal in this industry to go ahead and have change. Of course, they started all these projects. They started all these different projects in hopes that they would be around for a while. But listen, I think the best thing out there that that's been done under this regime is probably Prodigy. It's for kids. I said this all the time. It's extremely outsourced, and any success from Prodigy is really coming from Nickelodeon and the Hageman brothers. I think that the middleman is not needed there. I don't think Secret Hideout is needed, really. Anyway, listen, everybody has their people might like professionals more than the other, but everybody has their place. I'm sure there's stuff that Secret Hideout can work on that will be appropriate for them. So, but it's change is good. Change is good. They have to address Picard's rank. They were wrong to think that they could gloss it over. He was going to relieve a real captain. They do have to address it. Yeah. Thanks, Admiral T. Yeah, I think something needs to be explained there. It might. Yeah, I think there is some kind of whatever. There's a clause about admirals taking something. There's something. If they could just explain it. If you started now, then finish it, may as well. I'm back. Gotcha, John. I hope you had a good walk. I would not relinquish to a 2-year-old replicant with Picard's AI ghost inside if I were Shaw. Real call me crazy. Yeah, it's an interesting point. C3PO is important to the rebellion, but he's a robot with no rank. What's the real difference between C3PO and this Picard? Well, that's an interesting point. I know, never seen. Well, yeah. These wrenches are given out to trusted creators to be able to put in their channels and their content. Please, if you have a wrench, use it. Picard never tells you the odds. That's true. That's true. I think knowing I'm basing a lot of my opinions on 12 Monkeys, the way 12 Monkeys was done. Of course, Terry didn't do it by himself, but I think that Terry's co-showrunner, but I think that I think a lot of the gaps that are the major things that are coming up, I think are going to be addressed, in my opinion. I think although Picard said Admiral's orders, it was Shaw that decided to go through with his plan. He seemed touched by the revelation of Picard's son, says General. Okay, maybe. Guys, April's channel. Yeah, dude, you look good. I can see you on the Orville. I can see General Podrosky on the Orville. We need Latinos. We need Latinos on the Orville. I know we have we do have Ensign Turco, but we could always use another Latino. What about this idea, guys? This thing I mentioned yesterday. Does Vadic needs to, Mark said yesterday, when I said Vadic seems to know a lot, it could just be nothing, but I think Vadic knows a lot about like everybody there, like Picard, obviously the person, Picard's son, who she's pursuing. I think she knows a lot. She seems. I think it's not been made quite clear, but I think she knows a lot about Picard, the Picard family. Of course, Picard is well known, right? He's a legend, but I don't know. I think she knows. I think she knows a lot. Is it just me? What do you guys think about this? Does she know? Does she know too much? Does she know? Does she come across as well? I mean, this could make a lot of sense as soon as the story is explained to us in a few episodes, or revealed to us. Yeah, we have captains and admirals asking ensigns about basic stuff. What's up with that as far as dialogue? Patrick Stewart is supposed to be playing 100-year-old Picard. Thank you, 100-year-old. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. Picard dozed off when he didn't realize what happened. Yeah, well, guys, that's Supreme's PayPal. Please check that out if you can help. Oh, Troy's only 3 away from 600. Well, guys, if Troy is if you're not subbed to Troy, please do. Of course, you guys know that if you guys are close to a threshold like this, we would obviously love to support any of our creators. Any of our, partners. Where's Troy is 2 away, guys. Troy is 2 away. Make sure you sub to Troy. Somebody in here is not sub to Troy. 2 people in here are not sub to Troy. Troy needs to have a big 600 party. This is the first time we've seen on screen an adversary weaponize a starship with a tractor beam. It was impractical. It made no sense except that the villain is crazy. So PD didn't like it, I don't think. Yeah, Shaw was throwing out tons of insults on episode 2. Shaw talks a big game, but then faced against a true bully, he shrinks away. Yeah, Admiral Teague's channel, guys. Make sure you're checking it out. I was Captain Teague, but Disney owns that as Keith and Pirate. It's too comfortable. Okay. So I'm liking Admiral Teague anyway. You deserve the promotion. Guys, if you have any interest in Star Trek trivia, check out Chip Nerdy tonight. And that's right, that's tonight. Check that out on John DeMarco. What do you guys think about her knowing too much? Captain Fandom Nerd is at 7. So Troy is 1 away, guys. Troy is 1 away. And Captain Fandom Nerd is at 780. Captain Fandom Nerd is at 780. Please sub to Captain Fandom Nerd if you are not. There's always somebody who you haven't subbed to. So give an independent creator your subscription. And Admiral T hit 100. Well, awesome, guys. We grow together. And we need to get Captain Phantom Nerd to 800, guys. We need to get him to 800. Let me just putting up while we finish. This is the last point. Let's see. So what do you guys think about too much? Does Vatic know a lot? Does he seem to know a lot? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's Captain Phantom Nerd's channel, guys. Let's get him to 800. I don't think we're going to do it on this stream, but anybody who's not sub to Captain Phantom do. He's 20 away. Reverse section clause. I'm simpler language captain. They drafted me. Able to watch since there's been a free app to watch is The Chosen, with a show about the life and time of Jesus. Well, some spirituality. There are moments to have spirituality in your life. So The Chosen, I'll have to watch that. Great show, huh? Well, we'll have to check that out. Thank you, Drew. Guys, make sure you're, if you can, please support Drew over this final hump. I'm glad we have season 1, season 2 of Picard 2 exist as shining turds of examples of what never to do again. There's truth to that. Listen, those seasons will live in infamy. Netflix hated Kurtzman and Secret Hideout. Maybe it was justified. It seems to be getting around Hollywood. Well, yeah, I've heard something like that. Congratulations on 100, Admiral Teague. You got to do, Admiral Teague, you got to do a, I'm not, 100, you definitely got to do 100 celebration stream. But make sure you put it out on Twitter. Unfortunately, I'm not on Twitter. Otherwise, I'd retweet it for you. I think we are going to talk Mandalorian. Yeah, I think we are going to talk Mandalorian. I'm going to be traveling next week, but I think we're going to be hitting up Mandalorian. We're going to be discussing it. So next week it's just going to be a little weird, but after that we'll be able to start tackling stuff. If you would like base perspectives on today's current, consider subscribing to Drew. Yes, subscribe to Supreme Heretic. I like Star Trek Prodigy. It felt more like old Star Trek series than anything Secret Hideout has done. It did, and obviously it's geared towards the audience that it's geared, kids, but I think it's true to Star. It's it's true to Star Trek, isn't it, Aaron? I think it is true to Star Trek. Technically retired admiral, so Shaw maintains ultimate control. So yeah, Shaw is not a bad dude, but thought Picard did what? Okay, so eternal vigilance. So nothing is. So it's Shaw deciding to eternal vigilance says it's Shaw deciding to honor Picard's request, right? Picard was stating the odds and shoved out of the way by Rios. He was later sent to it was really bad. And Rios wasn't a bad character. He was good at character, actually. You missed the joke, PJ. Someone asked, what if the difference between C3PO and Picard? I said Picard doesn't tell the odds. Oh, is this Star Wars? Yes. The odds are, C3POs. The odds are about whatever. That's one, right? I got it. Thanks. Yes, that is a good one. I'm about 1450 subscribers. Let's get to 1500. Rise together. Go ahead and put in your channel. Yeah, you did. Drew is you're monetized right now, Drew. Yeah, Drew's monetized. All right, John. Well, so the Vatic, I'm going to get to that Vatic comment. Vatic answers to someone who probably knows them. We don't know from anyone saying it was New Jack is Picard's son. We don't know. Nobody has said it yet. That's true. Vatic does know too much. When Vatic said all she did about Shaw's mental health, that caught my attention. Yeah, she did make a comment, right? Hugh Borg played by may need work. All right. I'm glad you guys are subbing to each other. Thank you for subbing to each other and supporting each other. My SoundCloud page, says Donnie. That's not Donnie's SoundCloud page. So check that out. I think that is the point. Vatic is a bit unhinged. It's an idea never used before in live action Trek as a form of attack. Sub, says Maria. Vatic also knew about Shaw's psychological state somehow. She mentioned it. Yeah, you guys are picking up on a lot of different things. That's interesting. Hashtag disagreements are welcome. As a I'm sure her being a bounty hunter, she's got moles in Star Trek. That's interesting because they just labeled her as a. It's interesting because from my point of view, they just labeled her a bounty hunter. I don't know. I don't know. Give me one sec. I'm sure being a bounty hunter. I'm not 100% sure. Just like nobody's said that it's Picard's son. Well, Picard said it at the end. But we may have just put premature. They may have prematurely put the label of bounty hunter on Vatic. I'm waiting to see what that's about. Vatic lady has Starfleet office on her payroll, so it wouldn't be hard to have someone copy Picard's personal files if the clearance is high enough. Yeah, I'm sure it's not hard to get information on Picard, especially because there's so much public information on Picard. We've seen Starfleet infiltrated since season 1. Yeah, it's not hard to believe she has people on the inside. Look forward to your Mando reviews. Yeah, it will be fun. It will be fun to do Mando. I hope. I have faith that Mando will be decent. I think Mando is Mando's okay. I think Mando's okay. I don't know. It's Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars seems like it it's under delivering for me. Well, most of it, a lot of it is. Probably Mando's probably some of the best we've seen. So I'm hoping this season of Mando will be, and hopefully we'll have Bernard. Hopefully Bernard Bullen will be back in season 3. As far as Bernard, who's been on our channel, of course, Bernard played Mandalorian's dad. Hopefully we'll see Bernard in season 3. I don't know. We'll see what's up with that. You were a big retweeter of my show when you did Twitter. I'm glad, my friend. I'm glad. Hopefully we'll have it back soon. We should have it back. There's no reason not to have it. I watched Prodigy on Blu-ray recently. It's not really my thing, but I can see why some people would like it. I'm basically saying that Prodigy does not cross the line with disrespecting Trek, which is the most important thing to me. I think it does not disrespect or devalue it. And like I said before, I also think Kate Mulgrew, I think the Hageman brothers, I think several people had a lot to do with the fact that it was done in that fashion. Troy's at 600. Can we get 605? Says Netter. Congratulations, 600. That's Jerry's Twitter. Rios is a good actor playing all the roles of his ship. Oh, actually, that was kind of cool. I got to say, one of the few things I liked about the prior Picard, Rios was excellent playing the different hollow versions of Rios. It was sort of wasted. They could have been used, right? Yeah. I think that I think that was actually well done. Agreed. Yeah. You guys, Drew is almost through this. Ever since his mother passed away, about 10 months ago. Drew is almost through his hell. If anybody can support him for just throw a little in his a little something in his PayPal or his Gives and Go. Once he gets through these next 15 days, things will be better. The look between Crusher and I thought that was I think that was an interesting way to it was good and interesting that they didn't have to say anything, right? I like that. I like that too, April. Yes, it's a new trick. Everybody is on the shoulder. We've seen Captain Snap before. We've seen Captain Snap before in Trek. But if Shaw's already a mess, the Federation policy is stupid. Yeah, I don't think he could be a mess. I don't know. I think it's wait and see. That is Aaron Ratliff's channel, guys. Please check that out. I love the when Vatic was like, "This is the way." Oh, I missed that. I gotta go back and watch it. Hey, Nerporial, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Nerporial. Make sure you're putting your channel, Nerporial. I was watching you yesterday. I was watching you guys talk yesterday, talk Picard. Make sure you guys are watching Nerporial too. Nerporial did a good job of good job covering the sci-fi. He covered Orville too. So make sure you're subbed to him. Now that it never happened. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Medallion's gaslighting me. Us. He's gaslighting us. Surprised Vatic didn't swing around in their chair and say, "Yeah, let's cry havoc." I know, right? I am constant as the Northern Star. Yep. I'm going into season 3 of Mando with a bit more suspicion than being before narrative choices that happen after season 2. Yeah. I'm a little suspicious of Mando 3, but try to see things with an open book. The I mean, yeah, because of Boba Fett in part, right? Because of Boba Fett. Um, yeah. It would be interesting to see what goes on with Mando. I thought Fett was an okay show for me, to be honest. Yet I'm looking forward to season 3 of Mando, says Donnie. Kate Mulgrew was fine, but I don't think the writing always makes sense. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's probably I would, you know what? I'm not sure I would hold, because it's a kids show, and yeah. I mean, the writing is probably, you could probably poke holes in things. Yeah. Like what limitations are as a hologram. Yeah. Bev would have been 57 and Picard 76 when Jack was born. I get that there were medical advances, but well, I mean, I gotta say, think about this, Dr. Omega. I mean, Dr. Omega brings up a good point, but think about this. I mean, we have 57-year-old women. We have women in their 50s giving birth. I mean, there's always risk. There's a lot of, trisomy risk. But I think that their ages aren't. I personally think that their ages are not going to be an issue in 300 years from now. I think. That's my opinion, but the Dr. Mega brings up a valid point. She seems to be able at times to do almost anything on the ship. Other times acts like she needs people to pilot her ship. About Dr. Crusher, huh? Supremes, gives and go, guys, please. I would see Rios and a one-man play tomorrow. That guy is good at. Oh yeah, I would too. I agree with that statement. Nah, that's just my headcanon. Dan, DJ, thank you, DJ Ronnie, for that super chat. Thank you, my friend, for that super chat. By the way, guys, we're gonna do a member stream very soon. Let me get through this next week, and we're gonna do a member stream pretty soon. Thank you for that super chat, TJ Ronnie. Make sure you're putting in your channel. Please make sure you're putting in your channel, DJ Ronnie. You have a wrench. Yeah, you got a wrench. Put in your channel, DJ. All right, let's see. Where was I? Speaking of fat, I love to Super Sentai reference in the Vespa episode. Oh, the Vespa episode. Let me Super Sentai reference. The Vespas. See, the Vespas were troublesome. Hey, LDG, good to see you. Do I need to do more unstrikable streams? Unstrikable streams. That's interesting. I don't know about that. Tell us more. Can you make my channel unstrikable? I always feel bad plugging myself. No, you don't. Plug yourself. But since we're all doing it, absolutely plug yourself, Archmage. Please do. And Aaron, I saw that you have a channel. Giving you the ability to promote it. So go ahead and promote it yourself, Aaron. You guys, if I'm giving you a wrench, use it. Feel free to use it. Question Picard might have Crusher and Picard might have hooked up, but that's not his son. I'm sure he's some kind of clone. Yeah, there's something more to all this, right? There may be more to all this. You know what's interesting too. Okay, what's interesting too is that her keeping her distance says that there's more going on. I don't have hey LZ. I don't have anything on there and don't plan to. Okay. Hey Kai MFS, motherfucking sexy Kai. What's up, Kai? Good to see you, my friend. Go ahead. Don't forget to put in your channel, Kai. Yes, Jonathan Del Arco. He was great. He did a great job playing Hugh. I'm not crazy about what they did with Hugh. Last few times we saw Mando, he's said goodbye to Grogu forever, and went together. It's a bit much. And now with them and together, yeah. Hey Georgie boy, make sure you put in. They dropped the ball with Boba Fett. Mando has been weakened greatly. I agree. They're going to really need to shore up Mando. No Vespas. Well, score is among things I love best about Prodigy. I did like the I did like the intro. I really liked the intro to Prodigy. I thought it was a pretty cool intro for a cartoon. Sub to everyone who's posted. Yeah, guys, please support each other. Remember, Star Trek is not for kids. Yeah, that comment somebody said the other day. I think maybe it was Raquel saying Star Trek is not for kids. I guess you could say Star Trek is not specifically for kids, but it's for the. I think it's for everybody. I think it's for the family, which includes kids. Kids show. We can keep saying that an excuse for lazy writing. We can't. I'm sorry. We can't keep saying that. That's an excuse for lazy writing. If you are appealing to adults, for nostalgia, you have to have some kind of logic and consistency. So Medallion sees things in Prodigy that are iffy. It's Nickelodeon, yeah. Maria's in the house still. Cardinal saying, "Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, PJ. Don't you find it odd that Beverly Crusher cloned her dead husband and is raising him as her son?" All right. Okay. I was thinking about this the other day, Cardinal. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. Please put in your channel, Cardinal Sin. Okay. If he's a clone, because Riker says, doesn't something seem a little too familiar about Jack Crusher? Now, if things are a little too familiar, that means that there's a mix of genes of Picard and Beverly, right? Of John Luke and Beverly. If he was a clone, we would have what we had in Nemesis, where that Picard would be looking at a younger mirror image of himself, and he would recognize it instantly. So it can't be a clone. She could have made him with Picard's DNA without consent. What does that mean? That Picard was violated? So that's an interesting point. So I wonder, I'm not sure it can be a clone, right? But that, Cardinalson brings up a good point. Is there something's going on in the lab here? Is something going on in the lab? So thank you, my friend. Thank you, Cardinalson. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. The kid is going to have mommy issues hardcore. Well, Nickelodeon is America's second run home for Prodigy. America's first run home, says Donnie. Mighty Morphin Power Crusher is still hard to accept. She is ambushing people, and they remark on the brutal methods. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna say, I get what you guys are saying about Beverly. I am open to characters evolving. Let's see. I think we need to learn more. Oh, thank you, Netter. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for helping me get 200 and Troy at 600. What you guys need to do, 200 and 600 celebrations. I think celebration streams are always fun. Thank you so much, Netter. Thank you, my friend, for that. Netter is a sweetheart. Thank you, my friend. So glad. I want to see Netter monetized and Troy monetized. Those guys deserve it. Like a lot of the channels here. Not great. Yeah, true. Things are gonna need to get Drew by this next 15 days, and he'll be in the clear. Guys, don't forget, Mr. Lindell's got stuff going on his channel. Mr. Lindell, please go ahead and put in your channel again. He's doing a rewatch. He's doing a movie rewatch on his channel. I'm guessing Bev disappeared because making a new Jack is unethical in some way. I'm guessing Bev disappeared because making a new Jack is unethical in some way. Well, yeah, something is going on. It might be more complicated than that. Something's definitely going on. Why the hell? Oh. Why did I put that up? I put that up by mistake. Community hangout, 100% of algorithm. Community hangout, 100% algorithm free. Okay, interesting. We'll check that out from LDG. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up soon. Just want to just get to some of these comments. This is probably because of genetic tampering, which is illegal. Think Picard's DNA because the end credits show a brain scan of aromatic syndrome, which is possibly trying to correct. It's possible. It's possible that Beverly, because Beverly promised that she would not rest until I remember in TNG, she would not rest until she found a cure. One of the possibilities is that she had a son, and she's using the son to somehow bring a cure to Jean-Luc. But of course, Jean-Luc is a synth now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Interesting concepts. Who needs stormtroopers? I got Vespa Gang. Oh God. Oh, I don't know why I got the vibe of Biff's gang from future Back to the Future. A Biff's gang chasing. I got a Back to the Future vibe, a Biff's future gang on skateboards, but these guys are on Vespas. I got that vibe. I don't know if anybody else got it. I think some people did. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap up soon. John DeMarco's got something going on tonight. Who else has got something going on tonight? Just remind, as we sign off, if you got something going on, Mr. Lindell, plug your stuff in again. And Mr. Lindell's got something right now. Let's raid Mr. Lindell's channel. And John DeMarco's got something going on. Prodigy may be aimed at kids on the surface, but it seems to act more for teens in reality. I would agree with that. Yeah, you're probably correct. New Jack is Crusher's clone. I don't know if we can say that, like I said before, because then it would be obvious. Like it would be obvious, like the way it was in if he was his clone, it would be obvious the way it was in Nemesis. Later episodes take things a bit more serious. The beginning was quite childish. Yeah, that's true. It was quite childish. It's not a clone of Picard, says MLT. One reason I like Prodigy better. He's in the clone. They're not that bright. Mars picks from Jerry. Carl Sin's 100th episode of Into the Fringe coming up. Awesome. Well, thank you, Carlson, for making us aware of that. By the way, Carlson's got amazing content. He's massively undersubbed. Hello, Lady Miss. Good to see you. Liz, this is Lady Mist's channel. Make sure you are subbed to Lady Mist channel. Make sure you're subbed to Lady Mist. All right, guys. We're going to sign off. Agree the writers aren't done. Wink, wink. Of course, we got to learn. It's only been 2 episodes. All right, guys. Looking forward to a lot of stuff. Jack Crusher Picard is an augment. Interesting, Aaron. That's an interesting idea. All righty, guys. I want to thank everybody for being here. I would say he's more of a test tube baby, and that means he specifically wanted his child. Yeah, he would have to be a test tube baby. Guys, Mr. Lindell's Groovy Movies. Let's give Mr. Lindell a raid right now. So let's give Mr. Lindell a raid. Head over to Mr. Lindell and go check that out real quick. This is his channel. Let's give him a raid right now. And John DeMarco's going. Tonight, later on. John DeMarco, tell us what time your channel's going. Drew, tell us your time. I think you had a stream coming up. They Vespa now. Yeah, the Biff Gang Vespas now. Maria. Thank you for being here, Maria. I know it was difficult for you to be here. Thank you. Thanks for striking up a conversation with us today. Yes, thank you to Medallion and to everybody for striking up a conversation with us. Live long and prosper, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good to see everybody. Enjoy. Thank you, everyone. Let's just go through who was in here. Supreme Heretic, Netter, Donnie, Medallion, Archmage, Resolute, Cardinal Sin, Maria, Lady Mist, John Sapola, Bill Barkley, watching on your phone. Thank you, Supreme. I'm going to call you later, Drew. Steve Ranker was in here before. So many people in it. Deej was in here before. Captain Phantom Nerd. Dan Crane. There's the Captain Phantom Nerd. John DeMarco. John DeMarco, what time's your stream? And don't forget, guys, to as we sign off, I'm going to put in Captain Mr. Lindell's channel. His stream's going on right now. Let me just put that in one more time. Oh, it's over. Okay. It seems to be over. Mr. Lindell's channel seems to not be live. All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much to everybody. I want to have a great weekend and be safe. And we'll be back soon with Orville news. I'm thinking that we're going to get Orville news soon. So hold out hope. There's going to be good Orville news. There is going to be good Orville news. The Orville is going to be back, baby, someday. So thank you very much, everybody, and have an awesome Saturday. It was a true pleasure. I think we had a great conversation. I want to thank everybody for participating. Great conversation. All those channels that you've subbed to, guys, of your fellow colleagues, fellow content creators, pop in. Even if you can't watch the whole stream, pop in every once in a while and give them support. Later, guys. Thank you very, very much. I enjoyed our conversation today very much. Thank you, guys. Let's do the right outro. Where's the right outro? I've been missing doing the outro. Here we go.
So